Alrighty guys, welcome back to the channel. It is 7:30 in the morning, and even though it's a little bit later than I wanted to start, it's working out great because, well, we stopped by the house, took out my dog, and then, we're here in Arlington, by the way. Technically, full church, we're in Arlington. We just picked up our first offer off the day, which happens to be a catering banger from Einstein Bagels. I don't know if you can see it in the back or not. The miles were pretty low. I was actually kind of far away from it, and it had a lot of catering. There were like 3 or 4 of the drivers there, but they're on their game. They're on their game. We're basically pulling up here to the drop off. I'm not sure. I think it's going to a hotel. I don't know. It just says main office and an address. It's a lot of food. It was showing $17. So whenever you get a catering offer, if you're lucky like that, if it says $8, it has no tips. So do not take those unless you want to risk a chance of getting a cash tip of not getting anything at all. So when I saw 17, you best believe you jumped on that right away. Today's goal, at least $200, because yesterday we couldn't even do that, But yeah, that's the plan for today. If we can make more than 200, even better. But 200 would be cool. And where am I going? Oh man, it's going to a school. It's going to a school. No, I'm literally seeing the school right here. This is beyond disappointing, right? Right here. First of all, I don't even know how to get to the main office, so that's gonna be a struggle on its own because I've never been there. I mean, last time that I was here, the guy came out and he met me. You know what I mean? So I don't have to do any of this struggling right here. So, well, this sucks. I mean, I'm looking at what looks to be the main office, but there's no parking there. But you know what? There's parking on the other side. So we might have to do that. Because I'm not about to walk like a mile from the parking lot to the main office. I mean, I'm assuming this is the main office. It's gotta be the main office. It looks like the main office. Oh, wait, hold on. I can park here. 2-hour parking. Oh, well, you can't do it in the morning.
To customer.
Gotcha. Okay, we're gonna make a U here real quick, and we're gonna park across the street. There's cars that are parked here, so I think it'll be okay. Yeah, I think it'll be okay. Anyways, let me try to figure this out, because it's gonna be a struggle to carry all this crap in the school. So, anyways, we'll see you guys in a few. Let's go. Alrighty, guys, I am so out of breath, yo. So check this out. The side that's facing the street is not the front office. What? So luckily though, when I was walking up to the building, there was a teacher that was going inside, and she says, "Hey, where are you going?" And I'm like, "Is this the main office?" She's like, "Oh, that's around the corner." But she saw the look on my face of disbelief because I'm carrying all this crap because we one trip in it. And she said, "But it's okay. We'll let you in. Go straight, make a right." And then next thing you know, the safety officer is like, "Hey, where are you going?" And I'm like, "I think the main office." He's like, "Oh, let me help you." I was like, "Thank God." So he took one of the boxes. As we're walking, the lady who's supposed to be receiving the food goes, "Hey, would you mind taking me to whatever room?" Which was the opposite direction that I had just come from, my bad. So basically, I did a whole lot of walking, dropped it off. I actually set it up for them because she wanted me to. I mean, by set it up, I mean like literally put it on a table. Super simple, but of course there was no setup pay. It's cool though. It's cool because it was paying almost $29, $28.99. Can I get closer to $29 than that? Not a bad way to start the morning. It's currently 7:45, and I'm freaking tired already. And technically we're out of the zone, but that's okay. We're gonna make our way back, and not a bad way to start the morning. I really do like that Einstein Bagels. I think it's really well organized. They had a lot of people, a lot of good staff. Compared to the one in Reston, they're always understaffed, which kind of sucks for them. But anyways, let me catch my breath because I'm tired, but not a bad way to start the day. Let's go. Okay, guys, so when we were driving back, I saw the Empire was surging real high. I think it was like $3 or $4. Well, it's not super high, but it's something. So like, let me turn it on, and what do you know, we get a ride. I think it was paying almost $15. And now we're getting some trash from Chick-fil-A. But anyways, yeah, we just dropped off the lady. Super nice lady. We had a nice conversation. She's looking forward to retirement next year. Man, you know what? I think there is something to be said about doing Rideshare and having even if it's just strangers you're never gonna see again. Sometimes you have good conversations, And it was paying $15 for 3 miles. No complaints. The current time is 8:20, and I think we are sitting in the 40s, right? Almost $50, I think. But yeah, so no complaints. Honestly, it's been a great morning so far. Although we are getting some trash right now with DoorDash, but that's to be expected. Now, Starbucks. I honestly thought when Starbucks was gonna be on DoorDash, it would be popping, it'd be really busy, good orders. For me, that's the complete opposite. Almost all the Starbucks orders that I get are just bad, like super low paying. And most Starbucks here in Arlington have like no parking, you know. So it's I think I've done like 2 or 3 here in Arlington, and they've all been, I mean, they've been decent, but for the most part, like I get a lot more offers. Oh, I was gonna put the thing on when I can just put my hat on real quick. Haha, there you go. Now you can hear me, and the sun's not on my face, although the sun just went away. But anyways, we're gonna have a good day today. I think so. Hopefully it's busier than yesterday. But honestly, right now breakfast feels really slow. If it wasn't for that catering order, I'm not sure where I would be at right now, to be honest, because again, I haven't gotten that many offers and it's pretty slow. So anyways, we shall see you guys in a bit. Alrighty guys, quick update. It's 9:53 and today is really slow. It basically reminds me of yesterday, except that I started working earlier. But we've done one order off screen here from McDonald's. I think it was 7:25 maybe. Then after dropping that off, we got this one right here that we're currently doing. We just picked it up. I think it's like Tate's Bakery or something. 11:50 I think. I just jumped on the fact that it said 11. I'm like, 11? Psh, let's go. And now we're on our way to drop it off. But yeah, it's definitely slow today. So I don't know what's going on this week. End of the month, people are saving up. Maybe they got to pay their rent is due. I don't know. But it feels really slow. Man, I'm just glad that we got lucky with that order from that school at the beginning. And then the ride from Empower. I did get another ride on Empower, but I declined it because it was going like 20 miles into DC and I wasn't feeling that. So, yeah. Anyways, let me get this dropped off. And we are baby stepping in here to $100. Let's go. Alrighty, guys. We got the order from Tate's Bakery dropped off. And you know what? It left me fairly close to Tyson's. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to make the executive decision to leave Arlington. Even though they did provide a nice catering order during breakfast and they've added on power, but other than that, it's been super, super slow. I'm like, you know what? Let's try Tyson's. It is closer to my end destination anyways of Reston. So yeah. But before ending that dash, I make sure to look at the scheduling page to make sure there was a schedule in Tyson's, and there was. 10:30. It is 10:15, so we're about to go online right now. I'm hoping that we can have a nice lunch and a nice dinner, make at least $200, because yesterday was slow. Even though today again feels fairly slow, I think coming here to Tyson's is the best move. So I would definitely recommend you guys to try and zone hop a little bit, get to know all the zones near you, because you could be missing out on some money. I think I have, honestly, for years. I mean, I stayed in Reston. I was so comfortable being there, but then again, it did provide. It was always busy. I was making good money consistently, and I still make good money. But now coming here and going to Arlington, it does give me the flexibility that I don't necessarily have to schedule, but I still try to do it, simply because for me it kind of keeps me accountable. And I know in Tyson's and in Arlington there is the potential for Empower and whatnot. So, but overall I'm happy with the way breakfast went, considering how slow it was. So we got really lucky. Shout out to those teachers that actually tipped fairly well. And then shout out to me for not falling asleep. It might sound silly, but I know that if I would have taken a nap, I would still be there right now, and I'll be super lazy. So yeah. Anyways, we'll see you guys on the first order here in Tyson's. Let's go. Okay, guys. So we've been in Tyson's for a while, and it's 11:30, and for a while I'm like, man, I think I messed up. I should have stayed in Arlington. But then this order comes along from P.F. Chang's. Oh, but before we show you this one, let me show you this other one they sent me from Super Chicken, going all the way to Maryland. Setup required for like $14, going like 13 miles. No, thank you. After declining that one, this one came along from P.F. Chang's. I think it's like 19 items, paying like $19, I think. From P.F. Chang's, yeah. Not that many miles. So I get to the P.F. Chang's, and initially they tell me the order's coming. Then they tell me, hey, our own delivery driver took it by accident. He's on his way back. He'll be here shortly. 20 minutes go by. Dude finally comes. And I don't understand how he mistook my order for his order. I don't know. Technically, the food was ready on time. It just wasn't there. So again, weird. Definitely a weird situation. But yeah, now we finally have the food and it's 11:30. The pickup time was 11:04. I'm really hoping this is worth it. So we'll see what happens. We'll see you guys in a few. Okay, guys, check this out. Okay, so DoorDash called me, right? Because I was talking to support, telling them about the wait and all that stuff. But I guess I stopped replying because I was loading up the food in the car. She calls me, hey, making sure everything's okay, and it's not the experience we want you to have. But you guys know what they always say, reading off the script. But then I tell her, hey, everything is cool. I got the food. I'll be there shortly. Then I'm on the highway. The customer's calling me. I'm like, oh, what now? And she's inquiring about her delivery because I'm already supposed to be there, right? But luckily, there's no traffic. And even though I'm like 6 miles away, it's only a 5-minute drive. So I'm like, hey, miss, I'm about 5 minutes away. I'm so sorry. There was an issue with your food. Calm her down a little bit. I get there. She's waiting for me outside. And we swipe. And what do you know? It's an absolute banger. Let's go. $65 with some change. Man, just like that, the whole shift has been saved. We are redeemed. Just like that. Just like that with this one order. It just basically made the shift okay. I think we're going to be okay. We are out of the zone. I don't even care. It's going to take me a few minutes to get back. Again, I don't even care. Right now, I'm just going to take good, decent offers, try to stay as busy as possible, because not every day do we get a banger like this one. A $65 banger. Let's go. Super hyped. And I'm just glad that, I wasn't later than what I thought I was going to be, because it only took me like 8 minutes to go from P.F. Chang's to the drop-off. And the original delivery time was like 11:34, and I got there like 11:40. Even though I left like 20 minutes later, you know what I mean? So I think it could have been worse. It could have been worse. So yeah. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and get back to Tyson's, and we'll see you guys on the next order. Let's go. Okay, guys. So we drove back. I wasn't getting anything, and you know what? I wasn't even tripping. I'm like, you know what? DoorDash just gave us a nice banger. It's cool. And then after a while, well, the current time is 12:05. We got this one right here from Maggiano's, $7.75. I thought it'd be kind of simple, and then I looked at the instructions, and now I don't think it's that simple. Just based on the instructions the lady left here. But it's all good. We'll figure it out once we get there. We're 7 minutes away, 2.1 miles, and I'm just hoping to stay active. Would not mind though another banger, just to solidify the fact that we're gonna hit 200 for sure. But as of right now, I am not sure of that yet, because you never know what could happen. You could just die. You guys know how it is. So yeah, that's the current update. We're doing this Maggiano's order, $7.75, low miles. Hopefully we can figure out the instructions and keep it moving. Let's go. Alrighty, guys, we got the order from Maggiano's dropped off, and to be honest, those notes will apply more if it was dark. If it was nighttime, those instructions would really help, but during daytime and with eyes, no problem. Anyways, we got that dropped off, and then we get these two orders here from Noodles and Company. I think I was paying $16 for like maybe 5 miles, I think, or maybe a little bit more. I can't remember, but the orders are ready. We're at 1 minute away from the first drop off, which is right next to the place, and then the smaller order is further away. Now, I don't think that there's going to be any hidden payouts. I think it's been showing the true payout for the most part for these longer deliveries. So I'm cool with that. Almost $17 for hopefully 20 minutes worth of work. We will take that. The current time is 12:35, and we are baby stepping it here to 150 if I'm not mistaken. So hopefully 200 won't be out of reach. But then I said the same thing yesterday, and then it was most definitely out of reach. You know what I mean? So anyways, let me get this order dropped off, and we shall see you guys real soon. Okay, guys, we got the first one dropped off. We're making our way here. 10 minutes, 3 miles for the second drop off. And the funny thing was that it was going to like an open house, and like the realtor had no idea who ordered the food, and I just yelled out the name, and then some random person that's looking at this house was like, oh yeah, that's for me. The realtor he was like in disbelief that somebody ordered food, because he's like, are you sure you got the right address? I'm like, I'm pretty sure I got the right address, bro. Which is hilarious. But I know this happened a while ago, but you guys see that video of that, like, I don't know if it was DoorDash or not, but he was a delivery driver that just, like, stepped into, like, the basketball court, like, nonchalant with his McDonald's, I think. That dude was probably so confident, just walked past security, walk past what's it called? The people look at your tickets to see where you're sitting. He said, "Hey, I'm doing a delivery," and he just went on the court. I wonder if he got the order delivered though. But I mean, I don't know about going in the court, like, or on the court like he did. But it's still pretty funny though. Have you guys ever had to do a delivery like that into like a venue of some sort? I have something similar, but not really. It wasn't really a venue. There's a water park in Reston that you cannot go inside of, but people can bring their food inside. But it's kind of tricky. Like, they basically have to come out and get the food and then go back in with the food. Like, I can't go in and deliver the food. If that makes sense. So it's called the Water Mine. It's like a publicly owned park. Like, anyone can go there. I mean, they do charge like a small fee. It's a nice water park, but people always order food there, and it's always like a pain in the butt to get it to them. You know, because someone don't want to come out and you're putting it through the fence, like it's a kind of contraband or whatever. But most people send their kids. You know, I could see that now that my kids are getting older and she knows things. I'm like, hey, can you get me this? Can you get me that? And, you know, but it's just funny. But yeah, so that's typically always popping during the summertime. People get paisanos, pizza, you know, typical pizza, like pool food. What is that? Pizza? Yeah, people order pizza, right? So, anyways, we're 10 minutes away. We're definitely gonna be out of the zone for this one. So hopefully we can catch something on the way in. So we'll see what happens. But yeah, current time is 12:45. Let's go. Okay, guys, we got the order dropped off, and as suspected, we are way out of the zone, but that's totally okay. It's 1 o'clock. We're making our way back. But funny enough, the lady put in her notes, call when you're in the first floor. Now, I assumed that the lobby was the first floor. It's not. The lobby is below the first floor, I guess. So I was like, hey, I'm here in the first floor. And she goes, are you in the lobby or the first floor? And I'm like, I'm staring at this L by the elevator. I'm like, oh, I'm in the lobby. She's like, oh. She's like, okay, I'll come down. But I put in there to go to the first floor. And I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. You know, I was like, I assumed, you know, the first floor typically is the floor that you walk into. But that's my bad. She wasn't mad or anything. I think I just made her work a little bit harder for her food. Or like, you know, it took longer or whatever. But it's a weird building because, like, they have a lot of security, but it's just like at a Nova facility. In Nova, it's like one of the healthcare systems here. I want to say it's one of the biggest in the country, but I could be wrong. I don't know. But it was weird because like a security guard was like, "You need a mask," and I was like, "I'm not going anywhere," and he still gave me a mask, and I was like, "Okay, I mean, I guess I'll put it on here while I'm waiting for her," but dude was adamant like this mask is needed, and I understand if I was going into an office or something, but I'm standing in the lobby and all these people that don't have masks are walking right through, you know. It just gave me like 2020 2019 vibes, you know. Maybe because I haven't worn a mask in a long time, and it's not because I don't believe in COVID or anything. I just think I think we're past that right now. I think most people either got the vaccine or didn't get it, or had COVID or didn't have COVID. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I mean, just seemed a little over the top, but I get it. It's technically, I guess, a medical facility, but there's also other offices in that building that are not medical, so I don't know. Anyways, the current time is 1:10. We are driving back here through Tyson South, technically, I think. But we're on our way to regular Tyson's, and I don't expect it to be too busy because it's already 1 o'clock. But we'll see what we can do to stay active as possible. Let's go. Okay, guys, my prediction was correct. It is 1:50. Haven't done anything. Man, this is rough. I'm thinking I'm gonna see if I can schedule tomorrow in Center Road Tintelli. But it's so close to my house. If it's gonna be this slow, then I can at least go home, you know. But here in Tyson's, it doesn't make sense to go home. So we're just riding out, hoping to get something. But I'm probably gonna get a bite to eat. Now we had Jersey Mike's yesterday, so I'm probably not gonna have Jersey Mike's again. But then again, you really can't go wrong with Jersey Mike's. Decisions. I don't know. Do I even want to try for Macy's? I mean, I don't even think I should try for Macy's because, you know, Macy's isn't showing me any love. Like it's like Macy's just ghosted me. Like it's like she broke up with me, but like didn't tell me. You know what I mean? So, anyways, we're just chilling here. I've seen some more gigs being posted on Roadie, or trash gigs at that. But yeah. So, anyways, current time is 1:51. I'm thinking I'm gonna try. I don't know. I'm close enough for Macy's right now that if I get something, I should still be able to get it. But I don't know. Might as well get something to eat, to be honest, because it's so slow. So slow. Or I might just take a nap. I don't know. I mean, I have my headphone in, so like if my phone makes a noise, like, oh, here, it should wake me up in theory. So I don't know. And now I got hot, so I took my jacket off. But yeah, so I don't know, guys. It's slow. And as I say that, I get a 225 garbage order for tropical smoothie. Yeah, we're not doing a 225 order. But yeah, let me know how it is in your market. Slow week? Is it always this slow? Last Wednesday was when we had that trash Wednesday. Today's not that, because we had the catering order early from Einstein Bagels. We had the catering order here from PF Chang. So I gotta be thankful. At the same time, I'm really thankful, but also I can't believe it's this dead. You know what I mean? So I don't know. We shall see you guys real soon.
2,000 years later.
Okay, guys, we took a lunch break, and I had Jersey Mike's again. And now, next time I do have it, I do have enough points now to get a free one, but I don't know when that will be. I don't think I could do three days in a row, unless I get a different sub. But it's 2:52. I haven't gotten anything in like 20 minutes. It's been a struggle. If I'm not mistaken, I think we're already over 150 though for the entire day. So 200 should be possible, but I don't remember it being this slow, like ever. Especially in Tyson's. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Like I like to say, there's definitely a disturbance in the force for sure, because it wasn't like this a couple days ago. So people, well, maybe maybe the rents do, right? So maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I really don't know what's going on today. But yeah, we're gonna keep on waiting, and hopefully next time you see me, it's not like 5 o'clock or something. But it's been so slow that I'm getting sleepy. Yeah. Anyways, see you guys hopefully soon. This is the part where I'm telling you that we have a banger from Macy's. No, I'm just kidding. You already know that the drop came and went. Got nothing. And then this one came along from BJ's Brew House. Not to be confused with BJ's, the wholesale place. Although I'm not sure if they're related, but I doubt it. Anyways, this BJ's in Tyson's is notorious for giving you trash service. Now, I've never seen them so understaffed before, where it's just a bartender and like one server, right? But I'm like, you know what? I've been waiting for orders for like over an hour. I can wait for food, no problem. Now it's 2 orders for $9.50, 3 miles. Normally, I think that's too low for 2 orders, but it's going to the same house. I think she just forgot an item or something. So it could go up, maybe. I don't know, possibly. Because it's 9 items technically overall. So we'll see what happens. We're 6 minutes away. It's 3:30. I am so sleepy that I wouldn't be like this if it was busy. So I blame the slowness for my tiredness, if that makes sense. So anyways, that is the update. But yeah, I would not, the amount of people that walked into the VJs and then walked out simply because nobody greeted them, it's pretty high. I think I saw at least 6 or 7 people in like a 10-15 minute time period leave because nobody greeted them. So they got some staffing issues for sure. But yeah, I don't know how the kitchen looks, but the food took a long time. So anyways, let me get this dropped off. Let me wake up. We might have to get an energy drink or something. I don't know, because I feel so sleepy. But we'll see you guys in a bit. Guys, we got both orders dropped off from BJ's. It stayed at $9.50. Again, it was going to the same place, so to me it was just like one order going for $9.50, 3 miles. And then we made it back here to the Cheesecake Factory parking lot and did more waiting. But we just picked up our next order here, $9.25, less than 2 miles from the Cheesecake Factory. I'm not expecting it to move. It's just 2 cheesecakes and a soda. But I'm just glad to be doing something. I'm glad to be active. But you know what? Even though it was a calculated risk to come to Tyson's, I'm glad that I did, because we got that banger from PF Chang's. Because if not, I think it would have been slow in Arlington, to be honest. I just got that vibe just from the early breakfast, you know what I mean? So anyways, let me get this dropped off and we'll see you guys real quick. Current time is 4:13, so we got 3 hours left. 200, here we come. Okay guys, we got the order dropped off. Check this out, okay? The lady had just moved into this apartment complex. You need a code to go through the gate. She didn't have it, but she could open a different gate with her phone. So I had to go to basically the exit. She let me in. Super nice lady. She was like, I'm so sorry I made you wait. I'm like, it's all good, no problem. because she was, she answered the phone right away. I wasn't there like texting her multiple times or calling her multiple times. She picked up right away, and on top of that, I think she tipped like $10 for 2 cheesecakes and a soda. Shout out to her. Shout out to her. We're slowly over here making our money, crawling here to $200. And I know I've been saying it's really slow and I've been complaining a lot, but that's just me just venting. Honestly, I mean, this is, again, one of the easiest jobs I've ever had. You know what I mean? I'm in my car, listening to my own music, watching videos, editing videos, hanging out. If I don't feel like doing something, I can turn off the app. I can go eat. I can walk around. I can call my loved ones. I can go hang out with a friend if I want to. It's all about perspective. So I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, even though I'm slightly complaining. You know what I mean? I know it's slow everywhere and every market is different. For me, I just saw a comment in my latest video about how Doordash is really slow, so now they're doing Instacart because it's Doordash can be mentally taxing. I think all the apps can do that. I think all the apps can be mentally taxing, especially if you're in your car by yourself. It can be a lonely thing. You know what I mean? So shout out to you guys for keeping me company, but you got to do what works for you. There's no wrong way to make your money unless you're stealing. Then that's wrong. You know what I mean? But yeah, now we're just chilling, waiting. It's 4:34, and we're just over here, chilling and waiting. Yeah, I mean, could it be busier? Absolutely. But at the same time, it could always be worse, guys. Remember that it could always be worse. You could wake up and you're deactivated or something. I mean, that's a real thing that could happen to all of us. You know what I mean? And if that were to happen, then I would just adjust and do something else. Maybe I wouldn't be NovaDasher anymore. Maybe I'll be Nova Instacarter. I don't know. You never know. You can always change your name on YouTube, which is always a plus. But yeah, I just wanted, share that with you guys. I don't want you to think that we're over here being negative Nancy's. That's not what this is about. We just keep it real, show you guys the numbers. I'm a top decliner. I mean, that's just what I am. I mean, I can't take all the orders. It just doesn't work like that in my market. If I took all the orders, I would be more miserable than if I did nothing for like an hour and a half. I already know that, So think about it. If I would have taken that order earlier today that took me from here to like Maryland, from Super Chicken or whatever the chicken place was called, for $14, I would have missed out on the $19.50 that became like almost $66 or $67. Imagine that. You know what I mean? So again, if you take everything and it makes sense to you, cool. I can't do that. There might be a smaller market, or perhaps you need Top Dasher. I'm lucky enough there's zones in my market where scheduling isn't needed. So here we are just chilling. But yeah, that was a lot. That was a lot of rambling. But basically, the last lady was awesome, and she brought me back to life because I was super sleepy and super like sluggish earlier. But now I'm back. Now the best thing that could happen right now is we get an order right away. That would be awesome, but it's not looking likely. Anyways, we'll see you guys in a bit. Be positive, be realistic, do what works for you. It's okay to have a bad day. It's okay to turn the apps off and go home. I want to do that sometimes, but there's days when also I gotta think back. If I do this and tomorrow, you know what I mean? So I'm like, you know what? I can't miss out on today. But if you don't feel well, listen to your body. I know I'm guilty of that. I'm guilty of not listening to my body sometimes. Sometimes I get headaches, things like that. But the next thing you know, my body forces myself to sleep or forces myself to rest or whatever. So we do we do what we can. You know what I mean? So anyways, we'll see you guys in a bit. Let's go. Guys, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but my app, unless I'm staring at it, sometimes it doesn't like make like a noise. Like it might vibrate, but it doesn't make a noise. So like I was in the elevator going to go use the bathroom at Cheesecake Factory when I feel my phone, like when you feel like that ghost vibration, and most of the time there's nothing. Well, this time it was, and it was stacked orders from that Cheesecake Factory and Founding Farmers for $25. You best believe I jumped on that right away. I'm about to sneeze, so give me 1 second. Yeah. Anyways, my bad. But yeah, Cheesecake Factory. It's only 2 things from the Cheesecake Factory, but it's like 7 items from Founding Farmers. So perhaps it could go up. I don't know. I'm just happy to be doing an order that I know I'm gonna get at least $25 for. But at the same time, I feel like as of late, Doordash has been showing the true payout on like stacked offers. So it might just be $25, which is already pretty decent. Now there is a little bit of traffic because it's 5 o'clock, but you know it is what it is. I wasn't gonna decline the order and not do anything. You know that's not the kind of day we're having. You know, but yeah. So now let me get this dropped off, and then hopefully it goes up. But if it doesn't, that's $25 more in the bag. Let's go. Hey guys, we got both orders dropped off. $25. I knew it. I knew it wasn't gonna move, but I'm cool with that. See, that's all that's all DoorDash needs to do to get those like longer distance deliveries to be delivered. Show the full payout. $25 for 8 miles. Who's not gonna do that? You know. So now we have a 9-minute drive back actually to get back into the zone. We're just chilling. I'm pretty confident that we are pretty close to 200. We're not there yet, but we're getting there. We're getting there, if I'm not mistaken. The current time is 5:39, and you know what? Shout out to Google Maps because I'm taking a bunch of back roads. You know, avoiding the traffic as much as possible. But I know at some point I'm gonna hit that traffic because it is 5:30. So, anyways, let me get back into Tyson's and we'll see you guys on the next order. Let's keep it going. Hey guys, after what felt like forever, we finally got another set of orders. These will be our last 2 orders of the day because I have to run home real quick. Apparently, I've been summoned to be the judge for a fashion show, aka my daughter's wants me to be there and be the judge. So I'm like, okay, I can definitely do that. So these 2 orders are actually gonna leave me not super far from my house, maybe like 15 minutes. And I'm pretty sure that after these, we will be over the $200 threshold, which ultimately was my goal for today. And it was a struggle. But let me get these 2 dropped off, we'll go over the numbers real quick, and I should be able to stop by the fashion show for a few minutes before going to work. So it's all working out. These 2 orders are not super big or anything. I'm not expecting it to move from the 1550 I think that is shown, but we'll see. I mean, if it goes up, cool, but it's doubtful. I'm just happy the food was ready because, you know, PF Chang's is kind of hit or miss, at least the one here in Tyson. So anyways, we'll see you guys in a few. So we got the orders dropped off, and just like that, the dashing adventures for today are officially over, and I'm gonna swim by the house, spend some time with my family before going to my W-2 job. I don't think that's the thing that I'm crazy because I work all these hours. Maybe I'm just used to it. I don't know. But, you know, as long as the body is willing, as long as my mind is strong, you know, we're saving up cash, tackling debts. You know, eventually we want to buy a home. Although with the market, I don't know how soon that's going to be. But yeah. Anyways, that's today's dash. If I can leave you with anything is, you know, take it one day at a time. Don't beat yourself up. It's not, you know, don't take it too serious. I mean, the apps are not attacking you personally. It's just might just be slow one day, you know. Or switch apps, take a day off, you know, have fun. I enjoy dashing. I think it's, I don't want to say it's super fun, but I do think it's also, it just doesn't feel like work sometimes. I mean, there are times when it does, but for the most part, I'm just chilling in the car, talking to you guys. So remember to like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one. Peace.